Alright, what's up guys? If you're wondering where I'm at, this is basically Linux. I'm using Hyprland, which is basically like a window tiling manager. Now, I have no real experience with any of this, so it took a while to set this up, and I'm totally like a noob for Linux. I actually got it to work kind of the way I want it to. I mean, obviously I'm not done yet, and nothing works completely perfectly, as you can see by my wonderful screen recording here. If you're wondering, I'm actually recording through the terminal and not through OBS, because OBS refused to work. I tried a bunch of stuff. It just would give me a black screen every time. I tried to install the XDG desktop portal, whatever. It just wouldn't work. So I have to resort to this, which actually does give out some input. And it actually works through a program I use called WL Screen Rec. There's also WF Recorder, which didn't work as well. So yeah, this is kind of how it looks like. You just have to keep this terminal open and it'll just record your screen. But recently I saw a video by Bog, which is one of my favorite YouTubers, just because his video style is really neat and it's really interesting. One of his most popular videos, the Linux experience. Oh my gosh, this video is so good. But he did a video called like I tried coding my first app. This one, and I recently watched it and it was really funny and kind of hilarious in terms of like watching him struggle through it. A lot of people were critiquing it. They're saying like, oh, this is AI, is you can't just use AI blindly because it will just create this mess and you'll just be stuck, and you can't just like use AI and copy and paste. And then others were saying like, oh, this proves that this isn't gonna steal my software development job. Basically, he's a Vibecoder is what he claims, because on his other video, NeoVim. But yeah, this video, these two videos in particular, kind of made me think, why don't we just try to do stuff and like figure it out? I know people get mad at it in the comments, but like it's still entertaining to watch. I don't really think he's trying to be like this most like correct and like, oh, this is the exact way you should code. But yeah, first thing I want to figure out is nano. So whenever I press super Q, which is on my stupid Chromebook is actually search key Q, it opens up the terminal, and there you go. You get arch at ain't nothing but a gangsta party. If you know the Tupac song. Let's see. The first thing I wanted to configure was nano. So nano doesn't look very good. Like if I open up a nano file and I call it poopoo.txt, it kind of just looks lame. I have line wrapping, soft wrapping on, and I have the line numbers. That's pretty much it. I wanted to try to configure nano. Also, this bothers me, but whenever you type in the number 1, number 2 pops up afterwards. Why? Why does it have to pop up? I'm not even adding a line there. I just added this and it adds more. Like why? Then if you add more, it just keeps going down. It doesn't ever let you just have one line. So yeah, let's look up nano, how to change the background color. Oh boy. To change the background color, you see, this is why they say don't do this. They say don't use AI. Change the background color in Nano Text Editor. You'll need to modify the Nano RC file. You need to add or modify the color and syntax sections to define your desired background color. So let's locate the Nano RC file. Let's get out of this file. Okay, this is the root folder. I think it's in the etc. Okay, I think it's in here. So I think all I have to do, since it's in the root, I have to do sudo nano RC. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I did find it. So it wasn't that hard to find, right? But this just looks like a bunch of words that make no sense. So let's see. Why does it say white black? What if I just do color white blue? Let's see if that works. Then I go to nano. Mistakes in edit nano. Oh, okay, that's not good. That did not work. Color command requires a preceding syntax command. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the kitty. So let's see. Where is the kitty file located? Nano config /kitty. It's not. Oh, it's a directory. Okay, wait. So I could try to. No, there's nothing inside of it though. So there's no configuration file in there. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? This is kind of stupid, but I'm going to go through my file system and look for. So there is a kitty.conf. It does exist. So it does exist. There is a kitty.conf in the configuration files that I stole from somebody else on YouTube, because they actually see it says dot files. So yeah, I stole somebody else's dot files to try to configure the Hyprland to work, but that was not a good idea because they changed like a lot of stuff that I didn't want them to change. But they do have a kitty.conf file, so maybe I could look in there and see if there's anything I can change. Nano kitty/kitty.conf. Oh, there is. Okay, see? Can I do background color blue? Oh wait, but this isn't even saving in my kitty. That sounds so weird. I'm sorry, that just sounds weird. I have to make my own conf file. Well, what if I just copy this? Like, let's just say we get this part. Nano /config/kitty/kitty.conf. Okay, so that's a new file. So let's just do background. This is not going to work at all. Let's see. Let's open up a new terminal. No. Okay, so let's Google how to do this. Let's see. Kitty terminal. Hyprland, how to change background. Because I know there's a configuration file for literally everything. Okay, so like what if I just provide a path to the file? So let's just download like a blue picture. I know it's blue. Let's see, blue PNG. Let's just get a blue. So then if I follow this AI direction, because obviously AI is always right, then we can do background underscore image. Then all we do is just do solid blue. So wherever this solid blue is called, so it's called solid. I doubt this works either though. This doesn't make sense. Like how the hell would it know? Oh my god, it actually worked. Holy fuck. Yes, I did something. I got kitty working. And look, Nano is blue. Oh! Okay, so this worked. So we did get it to work. I thought that was totally not going to work, but background image worked. But actually, I don't want the background to be anything but black. So all of that was pointless because I actually just like it being black. I could make it gray, but it doesn't match my wallpaper, which is black. Everything is black, basically, is what I'm trying to say. If you open up the Wolfeye, I think it's called, which is the application launcher, and I look for console, it actually still exists. And there's a terminal. This terminal is pretty cool. It's KDE Plasma, which I always thought just looks really good. That's pretty much the experience I've been having for the past few days trying to configure everything. Failing and also looking like a complete dumbass because I don't know what I'm doing. So now for the actual coding part, what do we code? We're gonna ask AI because that's the only way to vibe code is just to ask ChatGPT. But let's do something easy like HTML. Give me code for a website that has a bunch of pictures of Lucas. I don't know if it can actually get images of Lucas from Mother 3 on it with a description of the game. Make the format in HTML and CSS website. Let's see if it worked. Okay, so just like Bog did, we're just gonna yoink the code and just copy it completely without even looking at it because I just want to see what it does. The thing he did in the video that a lot of people got mad at is that he copied a lot of the code and didn't really understand what was going on with it. Since he didn't understand what was going on with it, he didn't know why it wasn't working. So let's see. So we did that. Let's try to open up Nano and just call it lucaspoopoo.txt and let's paste it in here. So I think to paste you just go, oh, that's short. So we did this. Now I know there's no syntax highlighting. You can do it in the Nano RC, but again, I don't want to go back in there. It was horrible. So now we have lucaspoopoo.html or Chromium, sure, fine. Chromium it is. Ooh, it actually kind of worked. There's no images there because it doesn't have the sources for the images. Let's see what the style sheet does. Oh, but it's not called lucaspoopoo. It's called index.html, huh? Let's just call it styles.css, the next one. So to make a folder, you do mkdir, and I guess it's gonna automatically go in the home folder, so we can call it lucaspoopoo. This is actually lucaspoopoo. And did it work? Open it here. Will it open in the same?
Oh, it did. Oh, it did recognize it. Okay.
It doesn't even look half bad. I mean, it's a little basic, but it kind of works. Don't do this, by the way. People get really angry when you AI code. I mean, this would have taken me forever to type out, but yeah, that's cool. I mean, I understand why he tried to code the app with AI because it's easier, but it also isn't because then he's troubleshooted for like 50 hours. So I don't know. Anyway, that's it for the video. I'm going to end it now.